What's good everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm gonna take you through my 5 top things you need to do as soon as you buy Procreate. Jumping right in with my number 1 selection, that is exploring the brushes library. Procreate do a fantastic job of providing an abundance of brushes for you to use straight off the bat without doing any extra work. You can jump in, have a look at these. There really is a massive range, hundreds of brushes for you to use that cover all different types of brushes, different sizes, different textures. There's so much there to have a look at. So honestly, the first thing you need to do is to explore the built-in brush library. It's probably the most comprehensive out of any app I've personally come across, enough to get you going straight away. Moving on from that, and one of the best features of Procreate is that you can install third-party brushes, something I've done a lot of. I really enjoy it. Been able to find brushes online from a few of my favorite websites, which I've linked down in the description below, so please check that out if you are interested. Some are free, some are paid. It's up to you, you don't have to go that far, but just know there is so much out there in the world of Procreate brushes for all different types of styles and genres and effects that you're looking for. So don't be afraid to explore. The second thing, in my opinion, you must do when you download Procreate is to experiment with the Streamline setting on your brushes. If you go to the brush library, tap on any of the brushes that you like, you're gonna see an abundance of different settings there which you can change. We're not gonna go into them all today, but the one we're gonna talk about is Streamline. Streamline is absolutely fantastic. It's gonna help knock out a lot of those little bumps and imperfections that come along with sometimes using an Apple Pencil on an iPad screen, especially if you are new to it and you're trying to learn the ropes. I highly suggest maybe turning your Streamline up to 75, 80%. It's completely up to you, you don't have to do this at all, but it is gonna allow you to get absolutely amazing line work right off the bat and give you a lot of confidence when it comes to drawing digitally on a device like the iPad in an app like Procreate. So check that one out. I personally have mine set around 50% most of the time. I'm always drawing in different locations, so that really gives me a nice even approach to any sort of lines that I want to draw. I do know some artists that like to have it quite low. They like that natural feel, especially when they are working digitally. They want to have a bit more of a hand-drawn look. But again, this is going to come down to personal preference and style. But in the early stages, tip number 2 is to experiment with Streamline. The third thing I highly suggest you do is have a look at your recording settings when you're creating canvases. Procreate is a fantastic app which does record all of your brushstrokes as you go. It makes it so easy for artists like myself and thousands around the world to export the time lapses they do of their artwork, share it online. I love to share mine via Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, whatever it is, but you need to make sure that it's set to a high quality setting. This is something that trapped me in my first year of using Procreate. I didn't really look at this and it was set really quite low. When I was exporting these time lapses, they weren't even usable online and it was really frustrating. So have a look at this section of Procreate. You're gonna see there's so many different settings there. I personally like to have mine on the top level of each. I like to have it set on 4K and lossless. And this is just gonna give you the highest quality every single time. No matter if you want to share it or not, at least it's there. You always want to record in the highest possible quality just in case you do want to use it. So that is a fantastic tip I highly recommend. Powering right along to the 4th thing I highly suggest you do as soon as you get Procreate, and that is to utilize layers. One of the absolute best features of Procreate is that it is a layer-based app. If you don't utilize layers, it can make your life a lot more difficult. If you are someone like myself who likes to use outlines a lot and color in after doing those outlines, layers are gonna save you so much time and hassle. Or you might even be someone who likes to do really complicated drawings which have different elements throughout. Doing each of these elements on different layers is going to allow you to come back later on and do effects or change different parts of the piece. Think about if you had that all on one layer, that's not going to be very effective. You're going to be really struggling to make changes to each little bit without affecting the whole artwork itself. Layers are your absolute best friend, I promise you that. Don't be afraid of them. Get in early. I highly suggest whenever you move on to a new piece or new color or something different within your artwork, get into the habit of creating a new layer. This is going to serve you really well later on down the road, but layers are your friend. The 5th thing I highly suggest anyone does when they first get into Procreate is exploring gestures. Gestures and gesture control is an absolute brilliant feature of Procreate, one that I highly recommend you look into. There are so many in this section that you can click through, explore. There are so many ways to trigger these gestures with your fingers, with the Apple Pencil, with different parts of the app. I really highly suggest you have a look at these. I use about 4 myself at the moment, and I really, really love them. They make my life a lot easier, which is why it's my 5th tip today in this video. Gestures are your friend, they're there to help. Everything from a quick way to select layers without tapping back on the layer menu, all the way through to selecting colors and so much more. Don't be afraid of gestures, they really are there for you. A good way to customize Procreate for the way you're gonna use it. So jump in, have a look, and thank me later. And those are the 5 things I highly suggest anyone does as soon as they've purchased Procreate or they've had it for a while and they're just looking to get started with it and go a little bit further. These have all helped me immensely along my Procreate and digital art journey. So jump in, have a look at them. And if you've liked today's video, please hit that subscribe button down below. It really does mean a lot to me. It allows me to bring you more and more videos in the future. You'll see some videos on the screen as well of some of my other work. Please click on those, see what the channel's about, and I'll catch you in the next video.